Well, in our third story, there's a Pharaoh that never even heard of Joseph. This is going forward a few generations. And the Israelites started to grow. We can call them Israelites now because they are the sons of Israel, Jacob. So they start to grow, and the Pharaoh freaks out because they're getting stronger and prosperous. So he figures, hey, let's try slave labor. That always works. So he drives them really hard with slave labor, but they continue to prosper. So the Pharaoh's like, okay, let's try killing every firstborn male. How about that? So he starts doing that, and then a Hebrew woman takes her baby boy and puts him in the basket and puts him in the Nile River. And then the Pharaoh's daughter sees him, picks him up, and grows very fond of him. So she raises him as his own, and she gives him the name Tutmoses. I don't know if you knew that. It's Tutmoses. We call him Moses, but his full name is Tutmoses. So Moses grows up, and one day he sees an Egyptian beating a fellow Hebrew, so he kills the Egyptian. So now Moses has to run off because he's in trouble. And when he runs off, he goes to a mountain where God speaks to him through the burning bush. And he says, I want you to go. I heard my people cry in Egypt. I want you to go to the Pharaoh and tell him to let my people go. And Moses says, well, who do I tell him is sending me? This is cool because you're going to get this now. I am the God of your forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now you know who those guys are. They were from the last story. And furthermore, he gives him his name, which is I am, or I am who I am, or I am that I am. We don't know the exact way to say it, but the short way is I am. And I love that name because it's direct, it's to the point, and it kind of implies, it's like if you gave him his full name, it would be I am and the other gods are not. Because remember, right now, everybody's worshiping other gods. So Yahweh is just like the strongest of all the gods. They're not ready for that idea of there is no other God, but we're getting there. So he tells him, tell him Yahweh says, let my people go. And of course, Pharaoh is super stubborn. Even with the 10 plagues, he doesn't let the people go until the final plague, where their firstborn die. Little karma there. And he says, fine, kicks them out. Go worship to your Yahweh and do what you got to do. And of course, he changes his mind again. So they go to chase them. Moses parts the Red Sea, drowning the Egyptians when the waters come back in. He goes up Mount Sinai and he receives the 10 commandments, the most important of which is there is one God and you will only worship him. But as soon as he's coming back down from the mountain, what are they doing? They're worshiping a golden calf. So they're slow to learn. So God, in his anger, is ready to smite all the people and just start all over again like he did with Noah, except this time with Moses. But Moses intervenes and he says, no. Lord, remember, you promised Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, these are your people, you know? And God is like, okay. I love it because Moses, changes his mind. It's our way of understanding that God is using Moses as his spokesperson. So he lets them go. Many years passed after Joseph died. A new Pharaoh needed some bricks. Scared how the Israelites multiplied, a pyramid scheme did the trick. How long can the people cry out? How long must my people be slaves? Moses, there's no time to doubt. A burning bush sent you to say, let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Well, 10 plagues and Pharaoh had had enough. He drove them out into the sand. 10 rules to follow at Mount Sinai. But the golden calf was not a part of that plan. I mean, how long can the people be blind? There's only I am that I am. I'll smite them and start one more time. But Moses remembered the plan, so I let them go. I let them go. I let them go. I let them go. My Moses remembered the plan. My Moses remembered the plan.